welcome to my channel Infinite Sky. My name is Danguole and today I'm going to do your pick a card reading. So I didn't want to do that happy ever after reading that will get you attached to the idea of future spouse coming to your life and saving you and rescuing you from your shitty life. I really wanted to do a reading that is sobering, that is realistic, and that will not put a rose-colored glasses on you, because you will expect some things that will not go according to a plan. Your future spouse will be a human being, so they will have some imperfections, they will have some shadow attributes as well. So yeah, even though you might have a honeymoon period, but when the time comes, you're going to have your arguments as well. You might have some challenges as a couple. So today I decided to do a reading that is about your future spouse's shadow sides as well as the light sides to them. As you can see, we have 3 piles to choose from. This is pile number 1, pile 2, and pile number 3. For pile 1, we have silicone carbide. Yeah, I thought that this stone was named differently, but I recently found out that this is actually a silicone carbide. The pile 2 have amethyst. Pile 3 have white calcite. Not white, clear calcite, but this is a calcite. So choose one crystal that you feel the most drawn to. Once you have chosen one crystal, you should go to the timestamps, which as always is provided in a comment section or the description box below. And I'm open for personal readings. If you're interested, you can order a personal reading with me. All information is in the description box as well. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. So you have chosen this crystal. So this is going to be a reading about your future spouse's light and shadow aspects of his or her personality. So now I'm going to start with shadow aspects first, and then we're going to have a look at the light attributes of your future spouse. So what I already felt from your reading, that your person will be the person with integrity. So this person is quite they already integrated their personality traits. So they already know their shadow aspects. They got to know their shadow aspects by some difficult experiences in life. So they reflected on themselves. It's not the person who is super defensive and who doesn't recognize their fault. For example, if they do something wrong, they will probably reflect on that and they will apologize if needed, because they know that they are not perfect. Because there are some human beings who think that they're almost perfect, they are arrogant, and they don't think that those human beings project their weaknesses and their shadow aspects to the world. So this person tries to not to project their shadow tendencies onto other people, but rather they reflect on themselves. What did I do wrong? What did I how I messed things up, maybe I can change something about myself. So this person is already done some shadow work. Yeah, and they are really integrated. So because they are so integrated, their personality sides, all their personality sides are known to them. They can act with integrity, and they can say things and promise things that they can do. So this person doesn't give empty promises. This person doesn't give you empty promises about what they can and can't do. So you can trust this person. Definitely trustworthy and loyal person. Also, I feel like this person is really multifaceted. So if you know one side of them and you think that's it, this is not it, because you will get to know about this person for in the long term. You will get to know all their personality traits, and you will be surprised how many sides this person has, because they are really multifaceted. They are interested in many things. They are very curious about life, about how life works, about, like, they are generally curious people. So they are interested in a lot of topics, and they will be by their personality, this person is really interesting, because they can talk about a lot of subjects, and they will have a lot of maybe unusual opinion about life. They will be quite open-minded, so you will have very interesting conversations with this person. Also, I'm feeling like this person is really intelligent. They mentally, they like to be mentally stimulated. So they probably read a lot of news. They always expand their knowledge about certain things. Like I said, they are curious about life and how life works, about any subject. It could be politics, global warming, spirituality, psychology, like everything. They like to dig deeper into a lot of subjects, a lot of topics, and you can talk about anything you like with this person. Okay, so now let's get into their shadow aspects. So first we have damsel. Shadow attribute is waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. So as I read this card, I didn't feel like this person has a romantic illusion, because when you meet this person for the first time, you will notice that this person is completely opposite. They are not wearing rose-colored glasses when it comes to love. They are not the person who likes to be saved by someone. They're not waiting for someone to save them. They don't have illusion about romantic relationship, because it's almost like they forget, not forget, but how do I put it? So they almost like gave up on love. That's what I feel. Like they gave up on love. When you first meet this person, you will notice that they don't believe in love. It's almost like they like gave up. Like they were so hurt in the past that they almost like don't believe in love. They believe in partnership. They believe in being together, maybe even having kids or getting married, but they're not that type of person who like really believes in beautiful romantic union with someone, or soul connection, soul bond. They believe like this is an illusion, and everyone has to fight for their own happiness. Like every person cannot trust almost like anybody. they can trust only themselves. So this is the shadow attribute. This is not healthy to think this way, because if you don't believe in love, you don't believe in almost like good in people. So this person really, yeah, he is really realistic and sometimes pessimistic. He or she they are really realistic or pessimistic about love. But when the time goes on, this person, you will notice that this person more and more trusts in love, and when they meet you, they will you will ignite in them that trust in love and believing that romantic relationship can actually save you in some ways. For example, you might be really emotionally supportive for them, and they will notice that they can function better with you than without you, and they can lean on you for emotional support. Okay, this could be your situation. And they will notice that they can rely not only on themselves but on you. And they will notice, like, I can be saved. Like, you who's watching this reading can save your future spouse in some ways, can open their heart and can like ignite that belief in love. Okay, so we have the artist, and it says the shadow attribute is using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as the servant artist to elicit pity. So he's not. They are not posing as a starving artist, but rather they are know that they are multi-talented. As I said before I started your reading, I felt like this person is really multi-talented, but they know that, and they are sometimes feeling that they can use their talents to get what they want. They can use their charm, they can use their maybe intuitive abilities or something that they are talented at. They can use this for their own benefit, and not, I wouldn't say manipulate, but rather than manipulate environment around them and manifest things that they want. So they are quite attached to their abilities. If this person, for example, one day they will not be as smart as they are, or they will lose their ability to do a certain thing. For example, well, if this person is really smart and they can work as a programmers, like work with the computer, and one day they're not really that smart and maybe they lost their memory or they lost their ability to think clearly, so they will be really, really devastated because they identify with their talents. They created this identity about themselves that they are talented because they notice that they are more talented than average people, and they use that, and they almost like how to put it, I can't talk today, sorry. Put their self-worth on that. Their self-worth is relying on their ability to be talented, smart, or whatever they do in life. Okay. Another shadow aspect is called childhood, wounded child, and the shadow attribute is blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. So like I said before, this person already knows their shadow attributes, shadow aspects, and they knew that those shadow attributes came from their childhood because they were mistreated in their childhood by their parents, by their caretakers. So they understood that, but they didn't forgive their parents. So because they didn't forgive their parents for the mistakes they did in their childhood, they sometimes are blaming their parents for the way they are. Because this person is a little bit stubborn and they are not willing to change their stubbornness. And they don't want to change actually, so they are blaming their childhood experiences because they are the way they are. Yeah, and they have some unforgiveness in themselves. They are not able to forgive some people from their past. They don't understand why their parents or some romantic ex-partners did some mistakes or hurt them in the past, and they can't actually forgive them. Even if they understand intellectually why they did certain mistakes, but they can't forgive them. I'm going to clarify this card because I'm really interested about this. So in time, this person will be able to forgive some people in their life because with you, they will experience some really positive experiences. They will have positive experiences when it comes to their heart, when it comes to their emotions. Like I said, they will learn how to lean on you, how to rely on you, and they will learn that not all the people are so bad, and they will feel safe enough to open their heart space and let go of that resentment and forgive other people by having the positive experience with you. So you will have some healing property, healing effect for them. You will teach them how to feel safe enough to let go of any heartbreak. And by learning that you are a good person, they will be able to forgive the bad people from their past, because they will notice like, okay, now I can be safe, now I can actually trust someone, because no one will hurt me like somebody from their past, because now I'm safe, now I'm surrounded with good people, with positive people who are not like the other people in my past. And the last card about their shadow aspects is Divine Child, and the shadow attribute is an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. So like I said before, this person doesn't really trust the divine. So they don't trust the divine. They think that they are their own masters. They are in control of their life, but not in a good way, in a negative way. So they are too controlling about life. They don't think that divine has their support. Like they don't believe that universe has their back. So they are relying purely on themselves, and this could lead in some paranoid thoughts or anxiety. So they could be anxious because they are over controlling sometimes, like trying to manage every little detail, and don't trust the divine, don't trust that universe will help them to manifest things that they want, or will help them. They don't believe in higher force that is saving people. Maybe they believe in, like, in some capacity they believe in God, but not fully. They don't surrender fully to the divine, and because they don't surrender, they are sometimes think that they can't, like almost like they attract negative people in their life. They are attracted negativity sometimes, negative people, people with a negative mindset, because they didn't learn how to deal with negativity. Okay, I'm going to clarify this. Interesting. Yeah. Another thing I'm feeling is that this person has a lot of strength, not the strength, but a lot of energy. They are really energetic and they can easily do something that they planned. It's easy for them to do a lot of things, maybe even overwork sometimes, and they are easily manifesting things. But and they don't they are not afraid of taking risks in life, but sometimes they are having trouble in making a decision. So because they are really curious about life and they all the time are taking risks, going out from their comfort zone, stepping out of their comfort zone, um, always like meeting a lot of people, they are sometimes are not able to do a decision and leave that for the divine to solve. They have to they have this fear of missing out, the FOMO fear. Like, what if I did that? What if I would, like, what did if I chose this path? Maybe I would be more successful. What if I go to that place? Maybe I would live better life. So they have grass is always greener on the other side attitude, because they're not able to trust the divine completely. And they sometimes attract negative people, but I feel like they are not really focusing on that. If they attract negative people in their life, they like they understand that it's almost like not paying attention to negative people and not really paying attention if other people can have a negative effect in your life. So they have an ability to push negative people away. Sometimes when they meet people and they are really, complaining about life or something like is really negative about them, they can't push away because they always are really polite to everyone, and they do this because they are afraid to be alone, or they already think that they are alone, and they want to be surrounded by people. They want to be surrounded by people even if they are negative sometimes. Okay, let's move forward, and now we're going to look at the positive aspects of your future spouse. Okay, let's start with the alchemist. So the light attributes transformation of base motives and goes into golden wisdom. So this person is really wise. They have a lot of spiritual wisdom because this person is an old soul. They had many lives before. It's not their first lifetime on earth. They already gathered a lot of knowledge, spiritual knowledge, by soul growth that they experienced in previous lifetimes. So this person can give you a really valuable advices when it comes to your job or career or social life, about your friends or about any difficult situation in your life. This person is really wise. Yeah, but I feel like sometimes they think that they know everything. They have this, yeah, they are wise, but they think that they are more wise than average people and they know all the answers. So sometimes this person is a little bit stubborn to expand their usual understanding about life. they are willing to learn new things, but sometimes they don't want to change their own perspective about how life works, because they already know that they proved that their belief system is correct, and they don't want to change that. They feel safe in their belief system. Okay, but they will not show that they have different belief system. They will respect your opinion and your beliefs. If you have different beliefs about God, about the situation, difficult situation in your life, they will say their opinion, but they will not be frustrated if you wouldn't listen to their opinion. We have the same card that was in the light aspects. So I feel like this person will learn, like I said, will learn how to forgive their parents and people that they hurt you, and this will happen over time when they learn how to trust you and trust in love and trust the relationship that you're having. In time, this person will be much more compassionate towards themselves and towards other people, and their desire to serve other human beings will be increased over time, because they will have the desire to help other souls who are struggling, because they were struggling before, so they will want to help other people. I'm feeling like this person will choose to be a light worker, or they will choose a career that is related with charity work, with some like bringing justice to the humanity, or something that they want to serve people. They will understand that their mission, their sole mission, is to serve other people, because when you put when you're focusing only on yourself, and when you're serving only your selfish needs, you don't actually feel happy. But the happiness comes when you give to other people, because you see the light in other people, you see how you changed other people's lives. So this person will definitely want to change other people's lives by giving something good, by, like helping humanity in some way. We also have trickster. The light attribute is transcending conventions, toughness, and predictable behavior. So this person is definitely not traditional in their in their viewpoint of life. They have this unconventional thinking, and because they are so unconventional, they are breaking the rules, they are breaking the norms of society. They are, like, for example, if this person would go to work to some like really predictable environment, for example in the office, like they will choose to work from 9 to 5 job, and the atmosphere will be like really dull, boring. So this person will definitely initiate some changes and will bring some changes into that place of their work, because they believe in change, and they believe like you can always strive for better, and to like they will think their own rules, and they will think their own traditions in that environment. They don't like to follow the rules basically, and they don't like stuff like people who are stuck in their ways. They want to be that spontaneous light bringer. They want to bring light to every situation. They want to make life more spontaneous when it comes to their work, their job, or just in romantic relationship. They will be the really spontaneous people. We also have the Father, talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. So I feel like this person already works in some place that they are a leader. They are taking leadership qualities, and they are guiding some people. They are guiding a group of people. They could be a boss, manager of some kind. And yeah, and they want to unite people, unite and bring joy to those people that they are working with. And this person is like a father, so this person is quite compassionate. They will be even more compassionate over time, but this person is already compassionate, and they are guiding. Other people come to your person, your future spouse, for guidance, for help. They might be a counselor as well, and they want to inspire creativity in their workspace, and they want to make sure that the atmosphere of their job is always supportive and safe. They won't tolerate any bullying in their place, in their workspace. They don't tolerate people who are emotionally abusive or they are misusing their power. They want to create the equality in their workspace. Okay, so that was your reading. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. You have chosen this beautiful amethyst crystal. So this is going to be your reading about your future spouse's light and dark aspects of their personality. So first, we're going to look at your future spouse's dark shadow aspects, and then light aspects. So first card that we have is Pioneer. Shadow attributes: compulsive need to keep moving. So your future spouse will be the person who is always on the next move. They are always thinking of the next thing and the next thing, and they are sometimes having trouble on focusing on the present moment, and they are always making plans for the future. They don't like to be stuck. They don't like to feel stuck. So the present moment sometimes associates with feeling of stagnation, when in reality, when you are really, really present, you connect with yourself, and you find yourself, and you understand that you're complete. So this person is resisting to feel the presence, to be present. They always want to reach for more. They always have plans. They are always thinking of the next thing. They have a lot of ambitions for their career. They have a lot of goals, what they want to achieve in life. I'm almost feeling like this person has a checklist that they want to do before they turn a certain age. And they are really inspired and motivated to reach that goal, those goals. It could be a multiple goals that they want to reach. And so they sometimes don't appreciate life as it is, and they don't appreciate what they already have. Okay. And sometimes they feel anxious. It's almost a compulsive thing to always reach for more. So it comes from a anxiety, but it's not a obvious anxiety. It's not that type of thing when you constantly feel anxious. It's something that you are almost afraid of existence. You are afraid of the meaninglessness of life. The ego actually is afraid of that, because life has a meaning in itself. Life has a meaning in being. So you don't have to create, you don't have to strive for more, you just have to connect with your being, and you understand intuitively that life has a meaning in its existence by itself. But ego resists that by focusing on the next thing, because they don't want to face that existence, because then you have to lose your identity and lose those ambitions, those goals. Like, you have to find the meaning in yourself, and that is scary for the ego. Okay, so their ego is resisting this. Another card that we're having is Mediator, and the shadow attribute is negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. So, in their professional life, I'm more feeling like in the professional area, not in the romantic connections. They are not really telling their true motives, why they're interested in collaborating with certain people. They don't always show their true motives, and they hide their agenda. They hide their plans from their co-workers, or they do some contracts but not saying the full truth of the situation, because they want to get what they want. For example, if this person works in the sales, so they just want to sell the product, but they are not telling the flaws of the product. Maybe this product has some negative negative attributes, like but they are not telling this to their customers, because they want to get more sales. They want to get their money. Yeah. So they are strategic. They are strategic, not manipulative, but strategic. They understand that if you are strategic, then you get more money, you get some benefits. But if you are telling all the truth, then sometimes you lose some important contracts, you might lose some important opportunities. Yeah. Another card is the Student. So the shadow attribute is arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. So I'm more feeling like this person sometimes is really stubborn and they don't want to learn. So they already know some things about life, about spirituality. They think that it is correct, their belief system is correct, so they don't want to expand their knowledge. And yeah, this is an arrogance of theirs. Like they almost like, oh, I know it all, like I know how life works. Don't tell me how life works, I already know how life works. I'm already old enough to know how I should behave, or what decisions should I make, because I mature enough and I don't need to learn more. So they are stubborn in that aspect. So sometimes they are lacking humility and seeing that life can hurt you if you don't follow the rules of life. Yeah, I'm going to clarify this humility aspect. So we have Seven of Swords in reverse, and we have Six of Cups in reverse. So this person blocked their inner child because they are not manipulative. This person is not manipulative. I want to make clear. But they were manipulative. They have manipulative tendencies in the past, and they got caught. Maybe they lied about something. Maybe they lied in romantic relationship, or they had some manipulative tendencies, but they got caught, and because they got caught, they felt really embarrassed, and that embarrassment turned into a block. So this person blocked their inner child, and because the curiosity and the willingness to learn comes from inner child. The inner child is always connected with the divine, and the child always wants to learn because they like learning. They are really curious. Like you see, look, those little children, they are playing. They don't really have any fears about life. And when you are old enough, you become fearful. You become scared of life, and they're actually in some form, your future spouse is scared of knowing some information that might hurt them, or that might make them feel embarrassed in some kind of way. So they block themselves, and they don't want to expand their knowledge. Okay, interesting. We also have the Virgin. So the shadow attribute is fear of intimate union. So this person has a fear of intimacy. They sometimes are afraid to tell their deepest emotions, their deepest feelings. They are hiding their feelings. They are afraid to express those feelings to their partner. They are afraid of rejection. They are afraid that their partner will make fun of them. They're afraid of not being understood, not being appreciated. So that's why they keep their feelings in themselves, and they are not willing to share their deepest thoughts. It's something that they will work on in the future. But when you meet them for the first time, your future spouse will maintain some kind of a wall around their soul, as I can say. Like they will be not as open as you want to. They will be afraid to open up to you, because their inner child was so hurt in the past that they're afraid to let that inner child go, and to let their inner child experience life as it is. They are really pure in their heart. Your future spouse has this ability to love somebody unconditionally. They have a really pure, kind heart, and they got hurt in the past by being so pure, by being so naive. So they understood that they have to put a wall around their sensitivity, around their purity, and they became more cold. They don't want to open up. They are afraid of being hurt again. Okay, Now we're going to see the light attributes, light aspects of your future spouse. I'm also feeling with this amethyst crystal that your future spouse is working on their communicative skills, and especially they are working on ability to communicate and express their emotions, their feelings. They're not able to express what they are truly feeling inside, but they are working on this right now. They are trying to open up their throat chakra. They are trying to learn how to speak up their feelings, how to speak up for themselves, and how to express themselves in a more deep and emotional way. So now let's have a look at your future spouse's light aspects. So this person has a really strong sense of intuition when it comes to their soul purpose. So they have a really strong sense of what they are supposed to do in this lifetime. And they met some people in their lives that they didn't support their purpose. Maybe they have parents who wanted them to become a lawyer or a doctor or some kind of a profession that they were not really interested, and they were really pressured by some people to follow some path that they didn't they weren't interested in that path. So they followed their intuitive guidance and they chose the path that they wanted, and they feel really grateful of that epiphany and of that choosing that path. So yeah, they are relying on their own intuition, and when they think of some idea or some even most unconventional idea, they will rely on that idea, and they will trust that gut instinct, what they have to do. They trust themselves. Also, this person is really loyal, romantic, and they are really honoring the loyalty of others. And they are really want to find a person who is monogamous, loyal, and devoted to themselves, because like to the other romantic partner, because they know that they can give that as well. So they want to find that equal relationship and want to establish that equal relationship between you two, because they believe in devotion and they believe in romantic connection. And they also don't have a lot of romantic illusions. They understand that love requires work, and love requires for both partners to be open, communicative, willing to change, willing to put energy into a relationship. And that's why the relationship will work out for them, because they already know the answer how to create that romantic relationship. They don't have illusions that you just meet somebody and you just click and everything will go very smoothly from that point of time. they believe in work and in working with other people and other like with other person for creating that beautiful romantic relationship. They will definitely put a lot of effort into making sure that you are happy and you are satisfied in your relationship. Okay, another card says that light attribute refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So this person is not selfish at all. This person is really compassionate, and they are helping people, not only people who requires help, not only people who like asking for help, but they're helping everybody. This person has a lot of love to give to other people, and if they can help you, they will definitely help you. They might work in a charity, or they want to even help you, not you, but people financially. They're willing to help in any ways possible, financially, emotionally, in any way. They just like to help other people. They are like a little bit of people pleasers sometimes. But not only that, they also help. They believe in creating like good karma, so they help people who are not doing good stuff for them. They help even people who hurt them in the past, because they don't hold any grudges, they don't hold any resentment to other people, so they are willing to help even their enemies. That's what I feel. This is clarified by Ace of Cups in reverse. So let's put more. So they realizing that what you put out to the universe, you will get. They understood that whenever they did something wrong, somehow the karma has gotten them, and they understood that everything you do comes around to you. Is just a matter of fact. So that's why they're always believing in doing good, helping people and doing good to humanity. They have this realization and epiphany because they were not as like that all the time. There was a time in their lives when maybe they manipulated, or they lied, they hold some secrets, they did some manipulation, and then they experienced the same thing, but just in another role. For example, if they were cheating, they will cheat it as well. So they understood that it's important to always be the best version of themselves and not put any negativity to the world. Another card we have is Detective. Light attribute is great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. So even though this person sometimes is stubborn, not willing to change, and they do that because they are afraid of being hurt, but they are really have the power of self-reflection and understanding deeply themselves and other people as well. They have a strong sense of intuition, and they understand that by following their intuition, they can uncover the secrets of any people they meet. It's like they have the power of scanning other person and see their parts of their soul that maybe that particular person even is not aware that they have that sides. So this person is really good good psychologist, I would say, and just, yeah, they're really deep, and they see people in a deep way. They see behind any illusions and superficial facade that other people put on sometimes. And they can detect easily if this person is lying or is telling the truth. So if you ever lied to your person, and you might think that you lied and you covered your lies really well, maybe it's not something like big, it could be something like really little. This person will definitely notice that you're lying, and they will confront you. So please don't lie. We also have a Fool in reverse. So page 1. Like I said, this person actually in the past, they were liars themselves. They used to lie a lot. They used to lie about the small things, not important things, and cover their lies with some stories that they made. So they notice when the person is lying because they used to do it themselves. It's really interesting. And I think this person doesn't want you, like, they are so truthful and honest right now. They are almost hating people who are not honest. They are hating those people. They will be really angry if you lie to them. Like, this person is so, they have such a good integrity about themselves. They don't want ever to be lied, and they want everybody to be honest. Yeah. This could be a deal breaker, actually, if they will get to know that you lied about some big thing in your life, for example, your age or something. This could be a deal breaker. They will not want to invest in your relationship if they found out something like that, or if they found out like that you are, for example, are in other relationship while you're talking to them in a romantic sense. They will definitely not pursue this relationship because they don't want to cheat, and for anybody to cheat. Okay, we also have Destroyer, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. So this person changed their lives for the better. They had some maybe some negative habits. Maybe they smoked, they were smoking, or they were consuming alcohol, and they released those negative habits. And also, I'm also feeling like this person is not afraid to confront anybody. They also, like I said before, they like to say what it is. They don't like to sugarcoat the truth. They always say uncomfortable truth to your face. And if they will find out, for example, again, cheating situation, if their friend, very good friend of theirs, will cheat on their partner, they will definitely tell their wife that their friend did it, because they understand that like, they will not hold on to the friendship. They will not have this guy code or girl code. They will always tell the truth, even if it hurts other people. They don't like any stuff that is about a lies or dishonesty. They don't like that. So sometimes they are willing to destroy things that are not serving to them and also to other people. So they will be like the ones who will tell the uncomfortable truth about anything. And also I'm feeling like this person is preparing for a new life. They are not ready for you right now, but they will be ready when you meet them, or they will be preparing for you, still preparing for you when you meet them, and they will start a fresh new chapter in their lives when they meet you. They will be willing to change for you. They will be willing to sacrifice things, and yeah, just prepare and change their lives for you. They might be relocating or willing to relocate because of your relationship. They might be willing to you know, quit smoking, or quit some negative habits that they have, some addictions. You know, anything that you would ask for them, they will sacrifice that for you. Okay, so that was your reading. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. You have chosen this crystal. So welcome to your reading. So your reading is called The Light and Shadow Aspects of Your Future Spouse. So first I'm going to have a look at your future spouse's negative shadow tendencies, and then I will move on to the light aspects of your future spouse. So the first card that we have is Pioneer. The shadow attribute is compulsive need to keep moving. So the pile 2 had the same card. So if you were drawn to pile 2, maybe you want to look at that pile as well. But basically, as your future spouse will have this attitude that they will always want to move on to the next thing and the next thing, and they always not happy with what they already have. They are not appreciating enough what they already created, what they already achieved in their lives. They always have plans for the future. And of course, it is a good thing to focus on the future, plan for the future, but they will be not willing to appreciate and be overly focused on some big ambitions, big goals, big achievements, and yeah, they will be not willing to stand still and appreciate the present moment. They will feel anxious all the time, and that they are not achieving enough, they are not having enough. Maybe they don't have enough money, maybe didn't experience enough traveling, they didn't experience that or that, and they will always be on the go. They will be really hard to pin down. This person is really spontaneous, wants to always do, so it's a feeling like they don't want to settle down. They like their freedom as well. Okay, we also have the card which says Seeker, and the shadow attribute is inability to commit to a path once found. So not only this person is jumping from the one thing to the other, maybe they are starting one career and they are starting another career, but they also are not willing to commit to their career that they already chosen. They want to change things up, and sometimes really drastically. So that might be the case that they will lose a lot of money because they change the career path, or they just really bored. they get really bored when they are stuck in one place. So that's why they want to move on to the next thing and to the next thing. They are not able to commit to one particular job or work or whatever they do. They are struggling to find the strength to finish some projects that they are in. They easily get really bored. Okay, yeah. Another card that we're having is the Father, and the shadow attribute is dictatorial control, abuse of authority. So this person sometimes is really controlling. They have certain authority in their job. They could be a boss, they could be some manager. They are leaders in some way, but this person is too controlling sometimes. They are not willing to let go of control. Either is their way or not. Like, it's sometimes is black and white, like do my way and that's it, or we will not do it at all. Like, we will go to the trip only to the Bahamas, but not to other place that you want, maybe. So let's clarify this. So yeah, they don't trust the divine, they don't trust the universe, they don't trust that universe has their back, so they feel like they have to over control, over manage everything, just plan everything to the tiniest details, because they don't want to let go of control. Okay, I'm going to ask if this person, if your future spouse's shadow tendency will interfere in romantic connection, or if it doesn't make any difference, if this person is controlling. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so this person is not willing to cooperate with you. Sometimes they are really stubborn and they will not be able to compromise with you. It could be on the really minor things, like, for example, how you do your household chores, the way you do it, the way you clean your house, the way you I don't know, the way you wash your dishes, something like that. Like, they're not willing to change their habits because of you. Yeah, sometimes it is really hard to compromise with this person. They are too controlling. They have a really strong boundaries, and if they don't want to do it, then they don't want to do it. Empress in reverse. So this person is afraid that if they let people do what they don't like only for one time, other people will overuse their power to them. Like, it's almost not wanting to feel small and not willing to let go of control, because other people might misuse the power, and they will be not willing to move. It's like, if you let one thing slide, then they are afraid that everything will be just falling down. Like, their structure and their routine, they already like have a certain routine in life, and if you change only a small tiny thing, every routine will fall down and they will be just chaos. They don't like chaos, they like a certain routine, certain type of way of doing things, and they're not willing to change. Okay, another card that we have is Monk or Nun, and the shadow attribute is negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety. I'm going to clarify this card. So this person is thinking negative thoughts about the world. So they are really pessimistic about how the world works. They are judging the world, judging society. I think that other people are idiots sometimes. They don't like other people. Sometimes they think that other people is just, they are idiots, and they are not willing to change. So they have a really like pessimistic attitude about people. They get really easily frustrated by people, and that's why they change a lot of jobs and change a lot of workplaces, because they were not willing to compromise with other people, because they felt like they know how things should work, and if someone doesn't want to compromise, then it's not for them. So they change their workplaces a lot because of that negative judgment. They judge other people basically. But they will heal that part of themselves, and they will be willing to be more open and be more compassionate about other people and about society. You are going to teach them how to trust in people and how to see other people's potential and pure intentions, because they sometimes see negative intentions when there are none. They are thinking that all people are really selfish, when in reality some people are not selfish, but they are behaving in weird ways because of their traumas or because their inability to trust. And your future spouse is not seeing the pure intentions of some people. Okay, they are exaggerating things. Okay, now let's move on and see the light aspects of your future spouse. So when you meet your future spouse, they will be not willing to change. They will have a lot of trauma in themselves. They will be really cold and not willing to share and express their emotions and feelings, because they were really hurt, and they will be not willing to be open emotionally. But as time will go, because that card was on the light, about the light aspect, so I'm assuming that this person will definitely learn and will turn the negative side to them into the light aspect. So will turn their negative quality into the light quality. In the past, and especially when you meet them, they will be addicted to a self-pity. So they, not that they will excessively show how they are, how much miserable they are, or how pessimistic they are feeling. They will not share the pessimistic thoughts about life or anything, but they will just feel like life has done them wrong, and they were good to people and people did them wrong, so they are blaming God or universe or their destiny for the things that they experience in life. This will be the case when you first meet them, but when the time goes on, they will learn how to open their heart, and they will understand that every experience had a meaning, and that they will feel more grateful for their life experiences, because they will understand that everything what they experience led them to you and led them to experience deep love that you will both create. And because of that, they will feel internally and eternally grateful for meeting you and for having a chance to experience true love. And that love will change them. That love will be making them to feel grateful for what they had experienced in the past, and also they will learn how to be a service for other people. They will learn how to do things and do positive things for other, help humanity in some way, do service, do maybe charity work, help other people. They will be willing to share that happiness and love that they feel for you with other people as well, because they will be really grateful for having a chance to meet you and for having a chance to get to know you, to have a romantic relationship with you. And they will understand that every experience has a meaning. They are not suffering for the sake of suffering. Like, universe has their back. Another card that we have is Trickster, and that card was also in pile 1. So you might be drawn with pile 1 as well. So this person will be really unconventional. They don't like predictability, they don't like norms and rules, they always want to change things. They are really spontaneous, and you will feel inspired with them. The future spouse will always inspire you, motivate you. You will always be really interested in them. Like, you will be always willing to know more things about them, and to, as the time goes on, you will learn a lot of things, even though you already know parts of them. Even in 10 years of your relationship, you will be still learning something new, and you will be surprised how many things can one person hold, and how many talents, how many like colors they have. Yeah, they like to shake things off, they like to test people. They will like to do pranks on you and to surprise you, or to get you excited in some really, really fun ways. They will bring you flowers, they will plan a surprising dinners. Yeah, they will be really romantic in that sense. Yeah, and you cannot predict their actions because they are always changing their mind. So it's negative attribute as well as positive. So the positive side of it is that you always feel inspired. Yeah, but sometimes it will be too much for you, because you will want them to be more settled down, more predictable. They are always like thinking some new ideas, planning for future, and you will want to settle down with them. So I don't think that you can make them settle down. It's just a divine timing for them to be more willing to live more stable life, to maybe live in one place, or choose a career that is more predictable. It just have to be divine timing that they will feel mature enough to choose that path for them. Another card we are having is Gambler, and it says willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. So I feel like this person is not afraid to take risks. Even if the world is against their ideas, they will still follow their instincts, and they will still develop their ideas and take risks, and follow their intuition when it comes to their ideas. they are not seeking for support, any kind of support that other people might give them. They don't focus on other people's opinions. They follow their own lead. So they're just kind of creating the life that they want, and they're not listening to other people's opinions. They don't care what people say about them. And they are not relying on luck. They're relying on hard work. They are believing that only hard work will help them to step up their career, to step up their game. They know that everything that they want to manifest requires a lot of hard work, and it's not magic. It's just that you put effort into something, and then you will get your dream. Another card that we having is Myss. So light attribute is an entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold, delight in sharing life's riches. So actually, like, this person is really wealthy, has a lot of fortune, and because they are and were really hardworking, they worked their asses off for their dream. So they created a financially stable life, and they do something creative. So either they're artistic, there could be musicians, dancers, painters, poets, something like that, or they could be entrepreneurs. They could have a YouTube channel, they could have a social platform that they share their creativity. So yeah, this person does something creative, and everything they do turns into gold. So because they are so talented, they easily get money from their talents and their skills, because they're just really talented. You will be surprised that how this person actually is able to sense how to make money from anything they do, and they will also give you valuable advices how to monetize your work as well. Maybe you do something creative as well, so they are going to give you a lot of valuable advices and make a plan for you how to monetize your work, maybe how to become a freelancer, or yeah, they will help you with your career as well and with your money situation. Okay, so that was your reading. Hopefully you enjoyed this reading, and thank you for watching, and bye.